Hello everyone, and welcome to another review. This review is going to be slightly different than I usually do my other reviews, just because this happens to be my favorite cologne, and number two, it's my first niche cologne review. My process for picking out a niche cologne is actually different from my other colognes. It usually takes me 3-4 months to come to the conclusion or to come to decision to pick out a certain cologne. Generally, because niche colognes happen to be more expensive, totaling usually 100 plus for the 50 milliliters, I get very picky about choosing a cologne. So I put it through a pretty arduous process. So I'll try it on, I'll wear it, I'll listen to reviews, I'll read reviews on it, I'll put it through the whole 9 yards, and on top of that I'll put it under intense scrutiny. So basically any niche cologne that I buy is not going to be something that I just feel okay, or okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to be wowed by it. So that being said, because of the price, I also do another thing that kind of limits me, so to say. That's this. This little thing is a coffee can full of change. It used to be full days ago when I bought it, but what I do is every time that I eat lunch, go out, buy something, I always get change. At the end of the day, I take that change and I stick it in that coffee can. It takes me about 6 months, or I'm sorry, anywhere between 4 and 6 months to fill up. Once it fills up is when I go purchase another cologne or another niche cologne with it. So that usually will be anywhere from $90 to $120. So to me, it reduces the amount of niche colognes, either pays for it outright or reduces it to like $40 or something like that. So that being said, on to the cologne. Today we're doing Musc Ravageur. Purchased this from Barney's. I know the saleswoman there, so we have a pretty good working relationship. I purchase things, obviously, and she sends me a lot of samples for a lot of the high-end cologne. So it works out pretty well. This is Musc Ravageur. It comes in a pretty nice box. As you can see, we get to that. But she also gave me some samples to some other colognes from Frederic Malle, or from the Frederic Malle house as well. Another Maurice Rousset, and another, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but 2 other samples. And the other benefit from shopping with her or from Barney's, even though it's expensive, is that they do send you a lot of free samples to the higher end colognes, which is very nice. So on this side, this was the cologne, Musc Ravageur. When I purchased it, I actually got to watch them box it and go through. It came without the sleeve, came without the box. They went ahead and constructed the box and gave it, I'm not saying, put together the box and gave it the proper sleeve and everything. Other than that, it's pretty nice and pretty standard. You open it up, and it's got the cologne inside here. I opted to purchase the 50 milliliter one. The 50 milliliter one ran me for about $150, including tax. The 100 milliliter one will run you about, I believe it was 230, 240 or so with tax. So it's a pretty expensive cologne. That being said, it's an excellent cologne. Here's Musc Ravageur, the bottle. You can see at the top, it's got some writing at the top that pretty much, Frederic Malle colognes. And at the bottom, it's got its, I'm not sure if you can see it, the serial number and all that good stuff there. So, onto the notes, what this actually consists of. This consists of lavender, bergamot for the top notes, for the mid notes, clove and cinnamon, and for the base notes, Gaiac wood, cedar, sandalwood, vanilla, tonka, and musk. Now, what's my impression of this? I looked into this one a lot, and I kept hearing fantastic things. I saw Hero's review. Hero's review was actually the first person of it that I saw, and I believe I saw Cutlass's after that. Then I went on base notes, saw more reviews for it, and all of them were stellar. Basically, everyone had a stellar review on base notes. It's got something like 82 positives and like 10 negatives or something like that, which is fantastic. So I went and took a dive for it. This, I believe Cutlass said it, and I believe Hero also said it. This is like sex in a bottle. This is fantastic. Oh wow. It floored me basically when I tried it, and I was really tempted to purchase it immediately after I tried it, but I wanted to see how it would do my skin for a day, and didn't wane. I went, I live in New York City, so I went, when I was heading back home, I was going on the subway, and right off the bat, going home, 3 compliments. 3 compliments going home, just sampling out a cologne. It's sublime. It smells like an alluring vanilla, like a dark vanilla smell with cinnamon on top at first. The smell actually morphs. It starts out like that. You can a little bit smell the lavender, but to me it really smells like vanilla and cinnamon. It smells like a really sweet gourmand. And as the time passes, it turns into a dark, musky, sweet scent. As the sweetness starts to go away, starts to become dark, and it's kind of like dark, spicy. You can start smelling a little bit of the wood at that point. It's fantastic. It's very sensual. It's very mature, elegant. It smells great. It's animalistic, sexy at the same time. It's like, So it starts out very foodish, and it starts to turn even darker and darker as you begin to wear it. Very alluring, very in close contact. It's got a clove scent. If you've never smelled what clove smells like, you'll eventually smell it from this. So that being said, where would I wear this? I know that wasn't a good description, but I'm still floored by it. You gotta try it. You gotta try it. That being said, where would I wear this? I would wear this for any occasion where you really want to impress the opposite sex, basically. So if you want to impress a woman, and you either want to get intimate with her or do whatever the heck it is that you want, this is the cologne to wear. You want to wear it to impress your girlfriend, this is the cologne you want to wear. I know one other person who has this, and she's married, and she demands that he wear this on those special occasions, basically. So this is one of those colognes that I think fits that bill. I don't think you want to wear this for a casual type scent, just because of that closeness, that darkness, that smell that it gives off. It doesn't really have that business smell, so I wouldn't use it for that. It's not really an everyday go out type thing that you would go ahead and throw on and wear. It's something for those dates, those evenings together, those special occasions. That is what fits this bill, at least for that. So that's the only negative remark that I would possibly have for this cologne, is that it's not very versatile. It has excellent projection. So for that reason, you actually want to be very, very careful with the sprayer on it. Center sprayer, but you want to be very careful with the sprayer. I heard a lot of recommendations. They usually go for 3 hits. I think that's about right. You want to get the neck and both wrists, and it'll project pretty well. This will last you in terms of length. Some people have said like 8-9 hours. Some people have said 24 hours. I think Cutlass said it lasted him over 24 hours. I've got another friend, and the wife of the salesperson as well, who basically said this lasted them about 18 hours or so. So it really depends on your skin, but overall, this is a very long-lasting cologne. Think Angelman if you have that, in terms of lasting, in terms of projection. You spray too much of this, and you risk choking people out and it taking over. Still a very pleasant scent, but remember, too much of a good thing is a bad thing, for cologne at least. So just be very wary of that. It's got like I touched upon the staying power. Now, there's one thing that I would disagree with some people for, and everyone says that, or I'm sorry, not everyone, but a lot of people say that it's primarily a cold weather cologne, and I agree with them. It's primarily a cold weather cologne. I can see myself wearing it in fall a lot, in winter a lot. Now, I do believe you can wear this in spring and in summer. Well, in spring and summer, and the only reason I say that is not summer days. This isn't something that I would be able to wear, or I can see wearing during the day in the summer. I can see myself wearing it at night during the summer when it's cooled down. It's going to be around 70, maybe 70 degrees, 80-ish degrees, and it's not going to be blazing hot. It's not going to be stuffy, anything like that. But for that reason, I think if you be careful on the trigger, you can pull this off during the summer. I haven't had it during the summer, so I'm going to try it during the summer, during those times, and see how it actually comes off. But I do believe you can pull it off during the night for it, but not during the day when it's hot, when it's like, blazing hot. Who would I recommend this for? This is a mature cologne. I would suggest anyone out of college, anyone out of college can pull this off. This is a very sensual, elegant, and mature cologne. If you're a mature college person and you can pull it off, all power to you. Same thing with high school. Again, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's a very pleasant smell, and I do think it gives off that aura of maturity for it. So I say college and above. Anyone else, feel free, but that's just my recommendation. What do I give this? I give this a perfect 10 out of 10. You really can't get any better than this. Again, I'm very picky with my niche colognes, and if I'm going to pay over $150, it's going to have to be better than wow. It's going to have to be fantastic, and this is fantastic. I would definitely recommend anyone trying it out or saving up to purchase this. It's that good, and I definitely recommend it. I'm especially thankful to Hero, who I first saw this on, and yeah, it's that good. It's that good. It really is that good. Stories about it. I touched upon. I've worn this actually, I would say about 3 times now in my samples, or sampling it out, and every single time, good compliments. Every single time, fantastic compliments, because it does leave a trail around you, and women love this smell. I haven't got any comments from men on it. I'm not really looking any comments from men on it, but I do believe it smells good to men as well, or to everyone all around. But it has that scent. So my recommendation is this is a must buy for any perfume or for any cologne collector. On top of that, I'd say definitely try it out. Wouldn't really blind buy it, just because of the sheer amount, just because of the price. It's $150 for 50 milliliters. So you want to make sure that you're liking what you get for that price range. Okay. Okay, so this has been Musc Ravageur. If any of you have any questions about it, feel free to email me or contact me, and have a nice day.